Hi, everybody. My name is Chris Forsey. I'm really excited to be here with you today. It's kind of nice to be at a live event, actually. For the last 6 months, just doing Zoom events. But I'm really excited to share with you guys some really cool things today. And I'm going to try really hard not to talk fast because it's a fault that I have is talking way too fast. And we got a lot to cover, though. So I will be talking somewhat fast. Hopefully, not too fast for you. So I want to start off by talking with you guys. Well, the title of my presentation is I want to share with you guys a turnkey marketing and sales process to getting accounting clients with confidence. But I want to start off by talking about some tools. I love technology, and I'm a sucker for anything that makes my life easier, that helps me save time, that helps me be more organized, that helps me be faster at what I do, helps me get more customers, ultimately makes me more money. So I'm always looking at new technology and new systems that I can use to help me accomplish any one of these things. And I thought it would be nice to start off today by just sharing some of the tools that I've used over the years to grow my business that I've really liked, that have been really helpful for me. So the first is what Roger mentioned, is a CRM. By raise of hand, how many in here currently use a CRM? Okay, so a CRM is really important. James Cash Penney, the founder of JCPenney, said that no business can succeed in any great degree without being properly organized. And so you need to have a place where you keep your customer contact data, your leads. And there's a lot of different CRMs out there. Some of the ones that I've used, Infusionsoft is a good one. It's expensive though, and it's kind of confusing, but it's really powerful. Zoho is another one that I've used. It's the great thing about Zoho. It's really inexpensive to start. Before you know it, you're paying quite a bit for them because they upsell you for every little thing. But it gives you a place to get organized. The most recent one I've used is called Insightly. Is another good CRM. But what I found as I used a lot of different CRMs was they all have a lot to them and what they do, but ultimately all I was using this tool for was just a place to have my customers and the information that I need saved for each one of those customers. And so Insightly, most recently, we were paying like $200 for this place just to store some information. That's all we used it for. Email marketing. I think one of the biggest mistakes most businesses make is they're ignoring their biggest asset, and that is a list. So one of the things that I would really encourage you guys to do right now is start growing a list of people that you can market to and that you can nurture. There's a lot of good email marketing platforms out there. I used MailChimp for years. It's still a really good platform. It's easy to use. ActiveCampaign is another good one that I've used. And you guys probably heard of Constant Contact. But what these are just places where you can have a list of names, emails. Some of them will do texting as well, but you can send out emails on a regular basis to your list. Text messaging. If you're not using text messaging in your business yet, I would encourage you to do so. This is how most people want to communicate these days, is via text. Certain things obviously need to be emailed. The email has its purpose, but also texting does as well. Texting gets 99% of people open their text. About 20% of the people you email will open your email. Okay, so texting is a really, really powerful tool to have. Scipio is a great platform. That's the one I used most recently for texting. Landing page, funnel builder software. So I think you guys talked a little about marketing and sales. You really need a way to capture leads. If you're going to start growing a list, you've got to have a way to capture leads. And so, in the old days, what I used to do is I would hire a designer, design me a landing page. Then I would go hire a developer, and I'd have to pay him to go code it and make this landing page. And it was expensive, and it was so time consuming. Nowadays, there's landing page software that is so easy for you to just go in as a drag and drop editor. There's templates. And so I would encourage you guys to check out and get familiar with a way that you can create landing pages so that you can have a place to send people to capture their information. And all you need to do is come up with a reason why they would give you your name and email. Okay, it might be a free report, it might be a free video, it might just be a free quote. Is a really easy thing to do. In fact, I'll show you guys a couple examples of some good landing pages for what you guys do. Sales pipeline. So some CRMs have a sales pipeline type of thing built into it. I haven't found one that's good as far as a CRM, but Pipedrive, when I came across Pipedrive, I was really excited because it gave me a visual overhead view of my entire sales pipeline. And it's really cool, and I'll show you kind of how that looks here in just a minute. But what it allowed me to do when I started using Pipedrive was wake up in the morning and look at my sales pipeline and not have to think, okay, what do I need to do with this person, that person? I could just visually see, okay, cool, these are my people, and they're in these stages. I know exactly what I need to do. So a sales pipeline is important. Let me know if this sounds familiar. So this used to drive me crazy. Someone would reach out to me saying, hey, Chris, I want to schedule an appointment. What time do you have available tomorrow or Friday? And so I would go to my calendar. I would look at what I got available. I would message them back, hey, I've got time tomorrow between 3 and 4 or Friday before noon. They reply back, oh, shoot, none of those times work. What about next week, Monday? So then I would go back to my calendar and look at what time I have available and send. And we do this back and forth, and it's such a waste of time. And in today's day and age, there's a better way to do that. And so I'd encourage you guys to look into getting a self-scheduling software. Calendly is the one that I've used most recently. There's a number of good ones out there, Acuity. I really like Calendly just because of how it looks and how it functions. But what that allows me to do now is just send a link to somebody. When someone says, hey, I want to schedule time with you, I just send them a link and say, cool, find a time that works for you and book it. And that link will integrate with my calendar and make sure that they're not able to book a time that I don't have available. So a huge time saver there. Form builders, I used to use JotForm a lot, but the thing you want to look for in a form builder is what happens after they submit their information. So when I bring on a new client, I want to make it as easy for me as possible and easy for them. So I send them an intake form. They fill out that intake form, and I want certain things to happen automatically after they fill out that intake form. So JotForm is a tool that can help you do that. Reputation marketing and management is really important. Guys, if you're not getting more reviews on Google, you are missing out on business, period. Just by getting more reviews on Google, on your Google My Business listing, and if you don't have a Google My Business listing yet, just go to YouTube and say write in how to create a Google My Business listing. It's very easy, and there's a lot of videos out there that will walk you through that. But I would highly encourage you to get reviews there because I've never seen that not just get people free business just by getting reviews on their Google My Business listing. It will help you rank higher on Google, and it will help you get more customers from Google. Another great tool that I've been using a lot lately is web chat. Just by putting a web chat feature on your website, you can start growing your list automatically. When people come to your site, for whatever reason, some people just like to chat, and so they'll fill that out, and you can capture name, email, and phone number. So what if, guys, we used to use all these different tools. All the ones that I just mentioned to you, very recently we were paying for those, over $1,000 of services. What if there was one tool, though, that could do all of those things just as good as everything else, if not better? I'm really excited to share with you guys today the Universal CRM and how it can help you manage your leads, give you a place for that data to go for your customers, allow you to do email marketing on a one-to-one basis or on a mass scale, text message marketing. It'll help you free up your time with self-scheduling, build unlimited landing pages and funnels, build and track your sales pipeline, get more reviews easily on Google, capture leads automatically with web chat, and a whole other bunch of really cool things that I want to share a little bit with you guys today. So one of my pet peeves with CRMs is, like I told you, the biggest reason I used CRMs was to have a place for that data to go, right? And so all of our businesses are a little unique to us, and there's certain information that we want to gather and keep for our customers, right? And so an important thing that you want to look for in a CRM is, can you create custom fields, and are you limited on how many of those custom fields you can create? One of the things I love about Universal CRM is you're not limited. You can create an unlimited custom field, so you can just keep track of whatever data you want for your customers. Dynamic campaigns. So this is really cool. So we used to use ActiveCampaign for email marketing, and we would use Scipio for text message marketing, and we would use another platform for ringless voice drops, and we would try and tie all these systems together. Well, now with this platform, we can create these really cool dynamic campaigns very easily, and we can use texting, we can use email, ringless voicemail, we can use even Facebook Messenger, a whole bunch of different things that we can click and just build out very simply build out a campaign, a follow-up campaign or a marketing campaign, and use all of those different things together. Email, text, calls, ringless voice drop. In fact, I'll show you another really cool thing here in just a minute with calling. So to give you an idea of some of the campaigns that you guys could create with a tool like this, we do new lead campaigns. Sometimes we call these appointment booster campaigns. And the way they work is when you have a new lead that comes in, you can set up a campaign to follow up with that lead for 7 to 15 days. Your goal is to get that lead engaged in a conversation with you. And I want to show you a really cool way to do that in a minute. No-show nurture campaign. So if someone books an appointment with you and they ghost you, they don't show up, you can just simply, with a click of a button, add them to a no-show nurture campaign and get them to reschedule with you, all automatically and easily. We call these not yet ready campaigns drip campaigns. If a lead just kind of fizzles out, put them in your not yet ready campaign and stay top of mind. Have emails going out to them once a month with good content. Maybe a text message every few months to check in. But you can build those out ahead of time and just have them run on autopilot. You can do a booking request to replies. You can do appointment reminders. We use these a lot to just reduce no-shows when someone does schedule with us. It will just text them the day before, or if you want to text them a week before, and then maybe the same day. We like to do like a 2-hour prior to the meeting, text them and just make sure that they're planning on it, and they can reply and confirm. So Harvard Business School did a study not too long ago. They found that following up with online leads within 5 minutes makes you 9 times more likely to engage and 7 times more likely to have a meaningful conversation. And we do marketing for a lot of different types of businesses, and I've seen this firsthand. Our clients that have a good system for following up with their leads quickly literally outconvert the others by as much as 9 to 1. They also found in this study that it takes on average 6 attempts to reach 90% of your sales. Now, I've never met a sales guy that's as good as he should be at following up with leads immediately and consistently enough. Well, now you don't need that. You don't need to be that good sales guy. You don't need to hire that sales guy, because what we can do now is we can use automation in a way that doesn't seem automated. And we can seamlessly transition from automation to personal communication. So I'll give you just an example here. So this is a typical new lead campaign. When a lead comes in, we'll typically have an email that goes out immediately. Then we'll have a phone call go out 1 minute later. So this is really cool. I don't know about you guys. Has anyone in here done cold calling before? Okay, so for some reason, I've done a lot of cold calling in my day, and I don't know what it is, but something psychologically difficult about picking up the phone and dialing that person. That's why like power dialers are great. But what this allows you to do is when a new lead comes in, this call feature right here, you just add it with one click. It will actually, the system will call you, and you'll pick up your phone, and you'll hear a message. Something like, hey, John Doe just requested a free tax review. Press 1 to connect. So now all you got to do is press 1, and now you're calling John. So we call this phone assist. It's helping you call that lead quickly so we can do what Harvard says we need to do, which is follow up with that lead as quickly as possible. Then we can have a voicemail feature here. You can just pre-record a voicemail on your phone, upload it, and now you don't have to leave voicemails over and over again. Just hang up the phone, and the voicemail will get left. Now, something really cool, going back to this call feature, when you're calling your lead, the system uses a technology called voicemail detect to find out whether or not that lead picked up the phone or not, whether you were able to talk to them. So if you get the call, it says, hey, you got a new lead, press 1 to connect, and you're able to call, so you press 1, but the lead doesn't answer the phone, we want to be able to still follow up with them. If they do answer the phone, all of the other automation that's down here is going to stop automatically. We just have a little toggle called stop on response. But if they don't pick up the phone, we want to continue to follow up with them, right? So what we'll do then is we'll leave a voicemail automatically. 1 minute later, we'll send them a text message. And the secret here, guys, with automation is you don't want it to seem automated. You want them to feel, you want that message to be written in a way that they think you just sent them a text message, okay? Even though it went out automatically while you were out to lunch, all right? So you can write those messages that way. So now what happens if someone responds to your message? So when someone responds, now we want to go from automation to personal communication, right? And so now what happens is that the message comes into your conversation box here. It's kind of like an inbox, but the really unique thing here is it will show emails, it will show text messages, it will show phone calls and emails all in the same conversation window. It's a really, really cool way to have all of your communication with your leads and your contacts in one single place. And you can see it's all just in chronological order. You're texting, your calls. You can even record your calls so you can go back and listen to those calls if you need to. So calling, emailing, texting, even Facebook Messenger, you can connect your Facebook account, if someone messages on Facebook, that can also come into your conversation window. All right, so this is a really cool feature. So we talked about following up with leads quickly, but sometimes it's not about speed, it's about the right timing, right? So if you're sending an email, this is one of my favorite things that you can do with this system when you're doing cold outreach. If you send an email to someone and they open that email and you get a notification, hey, Penny just opened your email. Give her a call at this number. You call Penny and she's going to be like, oh my gosh, I was literally just reading the email you sent me. That is crazy. You're not going to tell her your secret, right? So that right there can make you a lot of money just by following up with people at the right time, okay? Because guess what? If they're opening up your email, what do they have right then and there? They got a little bit of time to talk to you, right? Because they're opening and they're looking at your email. So I talked about pipeline, and one of my favorite tools, Pipedrive. Well, guess what, guys? We have basically Pipedrive built into the CRM. It's really, really cool. This is what I was talking about, that overhead view of your entire sales pipeline. So you can create unlimited pipelines in the system with unlimited stages. So here's a pipeline with 5 different stages. Each one of these columns is a stage of that pipeline, right? We've got new leads, hot leads, tax review requested, tax review complete, services sold. Now, these are just, again, these stages, you can make them whatever you'd like. We have some different ones that we like to use, but each one of these little cards that you see here, what we call opportunity cards. It's connected to a contact, and it allows you to just easily see what your sales pipeline looks like, where people are at in that pipeline, and what you need to do next. And what's really cool is you can set up automations to get these cards to move to different stages based on actions that the customer takes or actions that you take. Makes it really, really easy to start running a sales pipeline. We also have a dashboard where you can see real-time analytics from your sales pipeline. You can see where what your percentages are with getting people moved down the funnel. You can also see how many opportunities total you have, what your pipeline value is, and ultimately what your conversion rate is, the most important thing, right? How many of your leads are you actually turning into new business? That's going to help you find problems or holes that need to be patched in your sales process. So the meeting scheduler, I talked to you guys about Calendly, and I loved Calendly. I've used it for many years until recently when I started using this platform because it basically does everything Calendly does and so much more. But this is what a meeting scheduler looks like. This is, you can create as many of these as you'd like. This is one for like a discovery call. It will tell you the time of the appointment, or excuse me, the duration of the appointment. They can pick a day and time and go ahead and schedule that. It will ask for their name, email, phone number, or any other information that you want to get. You can also charge for those appointments, by the way. So I do that a lot. I use the system when someone wants to book a paid consultation with me. I'll just send them my paid consultation link. It won't let them schedule on my calendar without paying for it, so it'll be part of the process there. And that's really, really easy to set up. The cool thing about this, guys, is when you're using this to do your scheduling, is you can set it up so they automatically get added to an appointment reminder campaign so that you can reduce how many no-shows you get. Follow-up templates. This will probably save you at least an hour a week. I don't know about you, but I hate writing the same message over and over again that I'm sending to different people. And so what you can do in here is you can create templates. You can create text message templates or email templates. And now when something comes up, when someone asks about your pricing or about your services, you can have a template pre-ready. Just select that template, click send, and you're done. So I talked about getting reviews and reputation marketing. So I talk a lot about this because it's the first thing that I tell business owners they really need to do is they need to get a Google listing. They need to start getting reviews on that as quickly as possible because these days, over 80% of people go to Google and they look up your reviews. Even if they start out by just going to Google and Googling your business name and your city you're located in so they can find your phone number or your address, they're seeing your reviews or your lack of reviews right there. And in a recent study, almost 80% of people said that they trust reviews as much as a personal recommendation. I've actually had multiple experiences where I've referred someone to a friend, and that friend ended up calling a different business because the person I referred to him didn't have very many reviews, and they called a different business that did. So reviews will help you get more business. So I would encourage you, if you're going to use a system to get reviews, use a system that does texting, not just emailing, for these reasons. When you send an email out, the average open rate of an email from a business is 20%. Okay, so if you send 50 review requests, only 10 people will even see that request, and about 10% of those people that see your request will leave you a review. So it's going to take you 50 emails just to get one review. Texting, on the other hand, we know has a 99% open rate. Your chances of getting a review are about 5 times greater if you just send someone a text. Okay? So the way this system works makes it really easy. All you got to do is click a little button in the top left corner. It will pop open a box like this. You start to type in the person's name, and if you have their phone number, it's going to pull it up here, and you can just click it. It will automatically enter it in there. If you don't have their number, you can put in their email, and then click the Send Review Invite button. What happens next is your customer gets a review. It thanks them for their business and gives them a special link they can click on to post a review for you. That link, when they click on it, not only will it take them to your Google listing, but it will pop open the review box. Okay, you've got to make it super easy for them to post that review and super quick. And you don't want them trying to scroll around, where do I click to leave that review? Because most of the people probably haven't left a review before. So that's how easy it is to get reviews with the platform. You can just easily request those right from the system. And then last but not least that I want to talk about here is the ability to create funnels. So I mentioned ClickFunnels. I've been paying $297 a month for ClickFunnels for the last 5 years. It's probably one of the best things I've ever done for my business because it has allowed me to create landing pages very, very quickly so that I can start getting leads for my business. We basically have ClickFunnels built into the platform for you. So you can create unlimited funnels, unlimited landing pages, and it's a visual builder. It's really easy. What I like to do is I like to go out and I find someone in my industry. It doesn't have to be in my area, but someone in my industry that's running ads, right? I'll go to Google and I'll type in tax bookkeeping services or tax services, and I'll look at some of the ads that people are running. I'll try to find someone that's running ads to a landing page, and then I'll come in here in the builder and I'll just build a landing page kind of modeling it after them. I'm not going to straight up copy them, but I'll model kind of the look and feel, and it's really easy to do with the builder here. Okay, so would it be all right if I shared with you guys a special promotion we put together for everyone here if you're interested? Is that all right? So I mentioned all these tools that I've used, and I want to just share with you what I've been paying for these tools. These are I looked up the real numbers, what we've been paying for these tools in my business. For our CRM, we were using Insightly most recently, and with the users that we had, we were paying $200 a month. For our email marketing, we've been using ActiveCampaign at $67 a month. Text messaging, we were using Scipio. We were paying $99 a month. Our sales pipeline was Pipedrive. We were paying $49 a month for Pipedrive. Our self-scheduling software that we've been using for the last 4 years is Calendly at $30 a month. And then I told you about ClickFunnels. We've been $297 a month for that. We've been using JotForm for our form builder, $29 a month. And then reputation marketing, $197 a month. And then our web chat is Podium at $97 a month. In fact, that was actually a little bit more than $97. So literally, we were paying a little over $1,000 for all of these services, and I've canceled all those now. I'm really excited about it because the Universal CRM you can get for $197 a month. Is that crazy? And that will include everything that I just shared with you. Unlimited funnels, unlimited contacts, and basically give you all the tools that you need really to capture leads, to nurture those leads, to market to those leads, and grow your business. There is no contract. You can cancel anytime. Now, the title of my presentation was a turnkey marketing and sales process to getting accountant clients with confidence. And I could argue that what I've shared with you can be pretty turnkey, but we wanted to go a little bit step further for you guys. So I personally created a couple different landing pages. There's funnels, actually. One is a bookkeeping funnel where you can offer a free bookkeeping quote, and then the other one is a tax review. Get a second look on your taxes. Okay. Both of these funnels are pretty much set up, ready for you to go. You'll need to go in there and just change a little bit of the text, add in a testimonial if you've got one, or just remove that section. The few little edits that you'll need to do that are pretty easy, but it's pretty much ready to go for you guys, those funnels. So we wanted to take it a step further, though, and say, okay, well, you don't just need a funnel. You need a way to get people to that funnel. You need a way to follow up with the leads for that funnel. So we're actually going to give you a little mini campaign that you can add people to that's going to promote that funnel for you. We're going to create the pipeline in your system for you to manage those leads. And then we're also going to give you a follow-up appointment booster campaign to turn those leads into customers. Is that pretty cool? So for anyone that would like to get started today, there's actually a 14-day trial, so you don't have to commit to it either. Just if you go today and you sign up for a free trial, all you need to do is go to, let's get here, go.universalaccounting.com, okay? It's going to look like this. It takes you about 5 minutes to set up your account. Okay, once you get your account set up, within 24 hours, we'll have those funnels and pipelines built out in your platform for you, okay? So a recap here, you're gonna get the CRM contact manager, the email marketing, the text messaging platform, the sales pipeline, the self-scheduling software, the landing page and funnel builder, the form builder, reputation marketing management, the web chat, and all those other cool things that I shared with you guys today. And it's not gonna cost you $1,500, all right? No contracts, cancel any time.